following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live, your new home for Chieftain athletics. The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by Brothers Market, Community National Bank, Midwest Chiropractic Center, S&S Auto Body, The White Birch Agency Realty Executives, Physical Therapy Solutions, First State Bank and Trust, the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission, and Wizard of Paws. It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good evening, this is John Roshkope here, bringing you some high school soccer from Beatty Field here in Tonganoxie, Kansas. We've got a non-conference matchup for your Chieftains tonight as they take on the Trojans from Topeka High School. Tonganoxie looking to bounce back after their second loss of the season, a 2-0 setback against Lewisburg right here last Tuesday. Again, Tonganoxie played very well throughout the match, but Lewisburg just found a couple of easy goals, and Chieftains were not able to strike back against a stout defense for the Wildcats. Topeka comes in with a 5-3 record. And for the Trojans, it's definitely been feast or famine as far as the score lines, as of their 8 games, 5 of them had zeros on the scoreboard for one or the other team. They dropped their first match of the season 6-0 to Lawrence. Then they came back and beat in-town rival Hayden High 1-0. Then dropped another in-town rivalry game 5-0 to Shawnee Heights. And they're coming off of a 2-0 shutout in their most recent outing, a 2-0 win over Lansing in Topeka. We'll be right back with the starting lineups and the national anthem right after this.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at White Birch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at White Birch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
And welcome back to Beatty Field. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, you'll find personalized coverage designed for you. As an agency, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. Chieftains still warming up a little bit as we've got about 5 minutes left before introductions and kickoff. Our JV contest ran a little bit long in the pregame. We normally play 35-minute halves, but owing to Topeka traveling a little bit further, their coach asked for the full 40 minutes, and Tonganoxie happy to oblige. Chieftains came out on the wrong side of that result, unfortunately, dropping a 3-1 result. A couple of late goals for Topeka in an otherwise tight contest. It was tied 1-1 through the 60th minute, and then Topeka found a couple of late strikes to run out winners in the JV contest. Coming into today's game, Abel Mendoza leads the Chieftains in scoring with 5 goals and 2 assists for a total of 12 points. He is level with Grayson Sontag, who also notched 5 strikes on the season. Grayson's added 5 assists for a 15-point margin. Jimmy Larkin and Jackson McWilliams also have a pair of goals each for the Chieftains. Obviously, Jackson McWilliams spending more time in goal for the Chieftains, but he, obviously will not be. He's popped in and made a couple of field appearances. A number of the Chieftains strikes there. Afton Boone, Mason Canterbury, Dalen Novotny, and Daniel Zazadi also each with a goal for the Chieftains. In the net, Mikey Conroy and Jackson McWilliams have split time fairly evenly, with Conroy posting 305 minutes on the year, giving up just 5 goals, 20 saves, and just a 1.31 goals against average. Jackson McWilliams has made 5 appearances with 200 minutes on the season. He's only given up 2 goals, bringing his goals against average to 0.80. He's got 22 saves on the year, including a PK save. It's a stout accomplishment for any keeper. And Lachlan Bond and Jacob Howell have each seen scant time in the net for the Chieftains. 95 minutes for Bond and 40 minutes for Howell. Bond finished out the JV match for the Chieftains, so it's unlikely we'll see him make an appearance in tonight's game. Unfortunately, Topeka does not have any updated stats on their website for us, so we will just jump right into a quick look at the standings for the Chieftains. Again, last week, the Chieftains suffered a tough loss, a 2-0 loss to Lewisburg. Lewisburg sitting top of the Frontier League with an 8-0 regular season record and 6-0 record in conference. They're tied with Spring Hill on the year. Spring Hill also with a 6-0 conference record. Spring Hill has dropped one outside of conference match on the season. Tonganoxie, as we mentioned, coming in with a 6-2 record overall and 3-2 record in conference games, sitting in a comfortable third. Eudora with a 5-3-1 overall record and 1-1-1 conference mark sits in fourth. Bonner Springs has a 1-3-0 conference record and currently sits in fifth, and their overall record is 2-3-1. Rounds up the top half of the Frontier League table. Chieftains step into midfield. We're about a minute away from introductions and kickoff here. We'll take a quick break and be back with the starting lineups and national anthem right after this.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Wizard of Paws, located in charming downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming with an attention to detail. At Wizard of Paws, your pet becomes family and will be in a clean, stress-free, relaxing environment. With appointments throughout the day, Wizard of Paws gives your pet a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or bring your pet in for a free estimate at 612 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawsgrooming.com.
Lineup for the visiting Trojans. Number 1, Colin Carr. Number 7, Cesar Orozco. Number 11, Helm Lear. Number 12, Alexis Salas. 13, Braden Humphrey. 19, Aiden Morrison. 20, John Cordova. 21, Jose Arellano. 22, Casey Chopney. 23, Sergio Ramirez. And 26, Isaiah Huckins. Topeka High is coached by Derek Snoop with assistance from David Tiffany. And now the starting lineup for your Tonganoxie Chieftains. Starting in Golden Knights, number 00, Jackson McWilliams. Number 5, Mason Cantabori. Number 6, Brennan Kuzmic. 7, Jimmy Larkin. 9, Afton Boone. 11, Grayson Sontag. 12, Noah Skelly. 15, Kyler Keatsman. 18, Abel Mendoza. 21, Dakota Coates. 22, number 36, Daniel Zazzati. Captaining the team tonight are Afton Boone, Grayson Sontag, Noah Skelly, Abel Mendoza, and Joseph Londy. The Chieftains are coached by John Orndorff with assistance from David Fries. Please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag at the south end of the grandstands to honor our flag and those who have served protected with the playing of our national anthem. As a reminder tonight, all spectators are expected to practice social distancing at all times. Face masks can be removed while socially distanced from others, but need to be worn in all places, including the restroom.
There are the starting lineups for both squads. Jackson McWilliams getting the starting nod and goal for the Chieftains.
Programs at Tonganoxie High School are primarily for the student participants. The purpose of this activity is to provide positive learning experiences and opportunities.
Big thanks to all of our sponsors that help us bring Tonganoxie Sports Live to you throughout the course of the season. Pre-game shows brought to you by White Birch Properties Realty Executives. At White Birch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house. Their team is ready to lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-915-0451.
Fair, clean, wholesome competition. Good luck to both teams tonight.
Chieftains will have the opening kick here at Beatty Field. And we're underway. Chieftains trying to send the ball out, but build out of the back. Afton Boone here. Plays the middle of the park. Nicely done there. Jimmy Larkin with a cutback, sending it out wide. Ball sent long to Grayson Sontag. Got some contact, and there's going to be a foul whistled on Topeka. Sontag pleading his case to the official as he thought he might have been taken out of the breakaway, worthy of a yellow card, but to no avail. Excellent free kick there. Zazadi got on the end of it, but not quite able to put it over the goalkeeper's head for Topeka. Topeka looks to build out of the back and sends it long. Cesar Orozco with the ball in midfield, passes to Kelm Lear. Lear's temporarily dispossessed by Larkin, but then wins it back for the Trojans. Zazadi takes the ball from Lear midfield. After Moon loses it as he tries to build out of the back, but Chieftains recover. Another long ball finding Sontag. This time he's able to cut it back. Goal! Chieftains! Grayson Sontag making the Topeka goalkeeper pay for leaving the near post open there. Had a dreadful angle on the end line, but Sontag manages to sneak it under the arms. Excellent work from the junior midfielder there. And Tonganoxie takes a 1-0 lead here in the 4th minute. Sontag dispossesses again, and he's again on the attack. Dribbling right, looks up, finds man far side, but is all taken away. Huckins spins out and is still carrying the ball up midfield. Some calls from the crowd for offside as the pass found the Topeka attacker. Unlucky touch there for the Chieftains, but Afton Boone able to clear it up. Ball's played back to Boone, comes back center, but turns the ball over. Kelm Lear dribbling in for the Trojans. Ball falls back to Isaiah Huckins. Huckins is triple team, but manages to dribble out and drop back. This little awkward pass picked off, but not quite all the way clear by the Chieftains. Got some contact there, and Casey Champney is going to be whistled for the foul. Searching ball from Abel Mendoza, doesn't find anybody, and Topeka's goalkeeper is able to collect it and send the ball out as the Trojans try to build out of their back half, but only make as far as half field before turning the ball over to the Chieftains. Mason Canterbury dribbling through, but was whistled for a foul. Long ball sent in, headed out briefly by the Chieftains, and now he's picked off by Zazadi. Zazadi sends it to the left corner. Mendoza back to Zazadi. Back to Sontag. Sontag's dispossessed, but the ball goes out for a Chieftains corner kick.
In the game for Tonganoxie, number 2, Keaton Clam.
Keaton Clam checking in for the Chieftains. Ball headed out, but collected by the Chieftains. Looks to recycle the attack. Chieftains reset, build out of the back. Comes again to the foot of Sontag. His curling cross easily handled by Logan Murray for the Trojans. Chieftains able to use the size advantage to win that, but not control it, unfortunately. Trojans fortunate there to not cough up the ball as Kelm Lear's pass was intercepted awkwardly by one of his teammates, but fell right back to his feet. Headed up by Canterbury, but the Trojan midfielders not able to hang on to that as Sergio Ramirez nods the ball out of play. And the foul whistled on the throw-in. Hard to see what that was, but searching ball sent in, headed out by the Chieftains. Lear drops the ball back and crossed in. Header by Huckins, easily collected by Jackson McWilliams, and the freshman netminder sends ball long for the Chieftains, trying to start the fast break attack. Job done by McWilliams as Alexis Salas was forced to play the ball out to his right, giving the Chieftains a throw in.
Tonganoxie, number 22, Joseph Lundy, and number 23, Trent Barnes.
Trent Barnes and Joseph Londy checking in for the Chieftains. Chieftains will again have the throw in as they weren't able to turn that ball forward. Dangerous ball there as Murray not able to come out with authority and collect the deep pass. But Ariano will take the ball out of danger for the Trojans. Ball's played out for a throw-in. Back to Huckins. Huckins comes right side. To Sir not appearing on my roster, number 2. Ball kind of ping-pong around the midfield. Searching ball from Orozco goes wide, and Boone throws the ball back in. Chieftains again looking at it to build out of the back. Londy plays it to Boone. Boone sends it long switch, but falls to the foot of the Trojans. Ramirez cuts back, sends a cross in, and ball's played back to Huckins. Huckins has shot off the mark there. Originally looked like it took a bounce off of a Chieftain, but obviously by the goal kick being awarded, it was off of Huckins' own foot. McWilliam puts it back in play. And Salas not able to do anything with that as he just clears the ball near side.
Substitution for Tonganoxie. Number 36, Daniel Zazati's in the game.
Zazati checking back in after a quick breather. After Boone throws the ball in. Trying to spark the attack, but falls just short, not out, but collected in the midfield by Tonganoxie. Ball's turned over. Huckins tries to thread a pass through and successfully manages, but Chieftains cut off the attack. Afton Boone overlapping forward well out of his back line space and is forced to retreat quickly. As the Chieftains force a turnover. Counterattack ideas snuffed out by the Trojans. Champney's cross put out for a corner kick for the Trojans. Ramirez comes over to take it. Inswinger comes in and is knotted wide to the right. McWilliams had the ball covered all the way, so no real threat for the Chieftains there. McWilliams steps back to put the ball in play and sends it deep to midfield. Trojans unable to control that first touch. Chieftains mount their attack and send the ball back to the back line to kind of relieve some pressure, see if they can open up an angle for the counterattack. Unfortunately, the ball played out of bounds. Thrown there, intercepted by the Chieftains and forced the Trojans back 20 yards to try that again. This time ball again out of play into touch off of the back of a Trojans midfielder, so Chieftains will have a throw in. Battle in the midfield, won by the Trojans. Afton Boone with a little bit of a risky chest touch there. Here's some call from the Topeka fans for handball. Trojans continuing to pressure, trying to find an angle into the attack, but the Tonganoxie defense shutting down everything there. Unfortunately, contact, whistle for a foul. Jimmy Larkin the Chieftain whistled for the foul. Give Topeka an opportunity. 20 yards out. Chieftain defense in no hurry to retreat, kind of wanting to make sure that they keep Topeka from playing a quick free kick. Inswinger comes in. Knotted in by Huckins, but McWilliams able to make the diving save. McWilliams confidently watching that ball going through, and Huckins able to put a good head on it, but not enough to beat the outstretched keeper. Huckins sends it in, and this time McWilliams again coming up big as he sprints out to force Orozco to send the ball wide.
Substitution for Topeka in the game, number 17, Zaka Blocker, and number 24, Luis Rendaria. In the game for Tonganoxie, number 4, Aiden Boone, and number 12, Noah Skelly.
Both teams making substitutions on that goal kick. And the referee's not quite ready, as the Topeka player was a little slow in coming off the field. Long clearance there, sent forward by McWilliams. His opposite number comes out and collects the ball at the top of the penalty area. Sends a soaring punt headed up by Keatsman. Chieftains able to collect the ball, but attack is short-lived. As Jose Arellano dispossesses, and sends the ball across the field, and then searching ball sent way forward, but the Chieftain back line easily able to clear the ball out of danger. Ball headed up into the air by the Chieftains, but nobody able to control it. Ball ping-ponging around midfield. Finally settled by Topeka's Sergio Ramirez. The Trojans not able to keep the attack alive. Afton Boone coming near side, pushes the ball out of play. Champney steps up with the throw. Boone clears the ball out for a Trojans throw in. Champney again coming up from his back line position to take the throw. Hurls it in. Chieftains able to clear it out, but not only as far as midfield. Kuzmich finally able to settle things down as he plays the ball out after a little bit of head tennis back and forth. We head to the 20th minute. Tonganoxie still holding a 1-0 lead. McWilliams rolls the ball out to his right back, looking to build out of the back line. And immediately pressure brought by Topeka. Shot by Arellano, easily camped under by McWilliams. A little bit of contact there as Aiden Morrison trying to win the ball there for Topeka. Long ball forward, just runs a little bit too far for Chieftains there as it that's Jimmy Larkin. Correction, Mason Canterbury not quite able to catch up with that long through pass. Chieftains looking to build out of their back again as the ball comes wide to Aiden Afton Boone. Sends it across midfield. Chieftains still with the ball. Larkin able to find the foot of Noah Skelly. His effort is long for a goal kick for the Trojans. Topeka able to win the second touch on that goal kick and mount a quick counterattack, but partially snuffed by the Chieftains. Morrison with the ball, sends it long. McWilliams out easily to collect it. Just shy of the top of the 18-yard box. Clearance attempt brought down by Ariano. But Trojans not able to mount anything out of that as the Chieftains dispossess them and play forward. And we're going to have a solid contact. And Ariano's going to get a little bit of a talking to from the center as that foul was a little bit rougher than it probably needed to be. Not quite worthy of a yellow card, but definitely worth a mention to kind of tone it down a little bit. Skelly attempts to find Boone there and touch just a little bit too heavy for the midfield overlap. Ball falls to Canterbury's feet and Sontag not able to play the ball out, but double teams man and wins the ball back for the Chieftains. Ball back at the foot of Kelm Lear. He's dispossessed by Afton Boone. But the Trojans able to, and as soon as I start to say that, Trojan able to recollect it, but the Chieftains intercept the pass at midfield. Jackson Williams fortunate as his first touch was a little bit harder than he was probably expecting. Lear sends the ball near side. Boone steps in front, cut out the pass. Canterbury finds touch and wasn't going to be played out for another Chieftains throw.
In the effort, Topeka High is number 18, Chris Gomez, and for Tonganoxie, number 36, Daniel Zadi.
Canterbury tries to flick the ball over his head. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds. Chris Gomez sends a searching ball cross field. Cleared out by the Chieftains for a throw. Ball's nicely turned out there by the Chieftain defense. Zazadi with a nice ball in the middle. Slightly behind Coates. Coates again with the ball midfield. Sends back to Boone. Nice little touch there in the midfield by Coates. Canterbury plays it back. As we've seen so far tonight, Afton Boone getting a lot of leeway from Coach Orndorff. You see him overlapping from his left back position and getting involved in the attack. Chieftain defense settles the ball and sends the ball to midfield. Errant touch there, turns the ball over to Champney. Ball's played central to Coates. Spins quick to the back line. Ball finds Canterbury. He plays Boone forward, and Boone racing to the end line. Able to get around it and send the ball across, but unfortunately, pair of crashing Chieftains just too deep on the runs there, and excellent work there. Just like you mentioned with Afton Boone, you're having a lot of flexibility to come forward from that left back position, and he overlapped. Canterbury found him streaking down the left side and almost puts the ball in for a dangerous chance for the Chieftains. Boone able to clear the ball out.
Substitution, Topeka High. In the game, number 7, Cesar Roscoe. Number 26, Isaiah Huffings.
Topeka sets to take a throw in. Ball's played to Orozco, who's just checked back into the game. He's dribbling through and dispossessed by the Chieftains defense. Canterbury sends the ball forward, but excellent tackle there by Coates to stop the Trojan attack. Ball played back to Canterbury, but he's not able to collect it and turn it, and we're going to have a foul whistled here.
Be ready, Chieftains, here it comes. Watch your short, Mason.
Champney steps back and sends a long searching pass in. Headed back by the Trojans, and then cleared by the Tonganoxie defense. Kind of stalling the attack there for Topeka. Chris Gomez able to send the ball back, maintain possession for Topeka. The Chieftains are able to collect the throw in there as the pressure forces the Trojans midfielder to play the ball out into touch.
There's the touch, Chieftains. Come on, you got to get that first touch. There you go. Get the rebound, Jimmy.
Nice little build up there from the Trojans, but cut out by Dakota Coates. Jimmy Larkins eludes his first defender in midfield, but ball gets poked away from him, but quickly recovered by the Chieftains. Boone again coming up from a backline position, and Champion is going to be whistled for a foul as he bowls through the back of Grayson Sontag there. A couple of the parents in the crowd calling for yellow card, but not really warranted there as it was in midfield, and referee was right on the spot to call the foul. Sontag making sure his right boot is tight as he gets ready to send the free kick in. And the effort hangs up just a little bit in the wind and rolls out harmlessly to the right for a goal kick for the Trojans. .34th minute here in Tonganoxie. Chieftains leading 1-0 over Topeka High School. Early 4th-minute strike from Grayson Sontag as he... Jackson McWilliams showing some incredible field awareness there as he races out, cut out the breakaway, gets big and blocks the shot. Contaburi able to hang on to the ball and turn in midfield, but coughs the ball up. McWilliams slides over to collect that ball as it nicked off a couple of Chieftain defenders. Trying to keep giving up the corner kick. This clearance goes out as far as midfield, but collected by the Trojans. Ramirez recovers for Topeka. Ball sent wide to Huckins. Huckins is dispossessed. And as he battles to get the ball back, is whistled for a foul. Long ball sent in by the Chieftains. Pinging around in the goal area. Finally cleared out by it's like Renteria for Topeka. Correction, Champney.
Number 2, Keaton Clan, number 4, Aiden Boone.
Afton Boone getting set to throw it in here from the near side. There's a high arcing ball. Knocked forward by Kuzmich, but briefly cleared by Topeka. And Topeka able to hang on to it and send the ball forward, but Roscoe is dispossessed midfield. Topeka coaching staff calling for a foul on that, but referee not obliging. Kuzmich battling Orozco, dribbles. His pass is a little bit short, but he recovers. Larkin heads the ball out for a Topeka throw-in.
Coming in for Topeka High is number 8, Lucas Redden.
Beckins dribbling through midfield. Looking for a Trojans jersey to pass to and not able to find it as he is closed in on by 3 Tonganoxie Chieftains, and ball's played off of him out of bounds for a Chieftains throw. Throw comes to Coates. He collects it, sends it near left side to Boone. Boone's effort a little heavy, and Topeka able to turn a desperation shot on goal. McWilliams easily behind that. Keaton Clam not quite able to make a perfect use of that pass from McWilliams. Turns the ball over. Kelmer on the counterattack for the Trojans. Sends the ball into Ariano, but Ariano's dispossessed. The ball played out by Tonganoxie. They're again dispossessed there as the Chieftains clear the ball well out of danger. Grayson Sontag with the overlap there and almost goes near post again, but the Logan Murray able to, or correction, Cullen Carr able to make the save there. Again, Keaton Clam pressuring Topeka midfield, forces the turnover there, and Sontag races onto it, almost able to notch his second of the match. Corner kick sent in and knotted on through the box and cleared out for a Chieftains throw. During the final minute of the first half here. Ball sent in deep to the corner. Keaton Clam able to chase the ball down. Calls for a corner there, but with under 30 seconds to play, Topeka has the ball. About 10 seconds. And with the horn, that is the end of our first half. Chieftains lead after 40 minutes, 1-0. We'll be back right after this break for a brief halftime show.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. Great programs like the 3rd and 4th grade basketball league and the 4th through 6th grade volleyball clinics. Registration for those programs are open right now and are great for any skill level. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502.
community-minded, community-strong. That's what you get with Community National Bank in Tonganoxie, a small-town feel with the best banking services, including great options on loans, checking and saving accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. At Community National Bank, people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. To learn more, check us out on Facebook at Community National Bank KS or visit communitynationalbank.net. Go Chieftains!
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Welcome back to Beatty Field here in Tonganoxie, Kansas, as the Chieftains lead in this non-conference matchup, 1-0, courtesy of a fourth-minute goal from Grayson Sontag. Grayson found the end line and hit from a near impossible angle inside the near post, finding the backside netting. And Tonganoxie's defense has stood up the Trojans and has held them scoreless. Again, par for the course for their the Trojans this year. Is all but 3 of their matches have ended up with clean sheets on one side of the ledger or the other. Unfortunately, Topeka's come out on the losing end of a couple of those. Fortunately for the Chieftains. Yeah, and Jackson McWilliams also been big in goal for the Chieftains, coming up really solid on a couple of breakaways late in the first half. As Topeka sent a long ball into, I believe it was Huckins, and McWilliams came out to the 20-yard line on the football field. It's good, 30 yards out from his goal line, and just wasn't quite able to get there to beat the attacker for Topeka, but able to make himself big and force the shot, force the errant shot, blocked out of play. Tonganoxie has definitely held the better part of the attacking through this first half as we sit here in a gorgeous, gorgeous night for soccer here at Beatty Field. It's about 60 degrees outside and nice little crowd in the stands, all staying socially distanced. For all of you watching from home, we're happy to bring this match to you on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Big thanks to all of our sponsors who allow us to do that, particularly Community National Bank. Today's halftime show is brought to you by Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community strong, community-minded, or community-minded, community strong. Community National Bank is a small-town bank with big-time capabilities. For a full range of banking services, visit Community National at 231 North Main Street or online at communitynationalbank.net. Grayson Sontag notching his 6th goal of the season, again, to give the Chieftains a 1-0 lead. Chieftains looking to improve and kind of shrug off last week's loss to Lewisburg, as they still, the Chieftains still sitting top of the table in Frontier League action with a 3-2 record, sitting in 3rd place currently. Looking up, pursuing a couple of undefeated teams, Spring Hill and Lewisburg. Both of those teams are sitting with a 6-0 record on the year. Chieftains are comfortably in 3rd place, as Eudora is the next nearest behind them with a 1-1-1 record. Again, Chieftains looking at the goal differential on the season. Chieftains coming in with a positive 9, having given up only 9 goals in 8 games coming into tonight and scoring 18. Lewisburg leading the league in that category with 33 goals for and just 4 against. Monstrous 29 goal differential. Spring Hill sitting in second place with 24 on the season, 24 goals scored, 7 goals against. This is one of 3 games this week for the Chieftains. It's a busy week on the schedule as the Chieftains take on Topeka High here tonight, then head to Junction City tomorrow, take on a road foe, and stay on the road for a third match this week, heading to Frontier League opponent Ottawa. And tomorrow night's match is set for a 6:15 kickoff, and Thursday's contest a 6 p.m. start. As the Chieftains head down to take on the Cyclones, looking to improve on their Frontier League standings. Ottawa still looking for their first win on the season as they currently sit with an 0-3-0 record. So again, Chieftains definitely not looking past Topeka in any way, but definitely slightly easier batch of games towards the end of this week. Junction City, again, off to a bit of a slow start. They, from the reporting on the Kansas High School Soccer Coaches Association website, looks like they've just managed 1 game on the year, which they lost a 6-0 contest. Not sure how accurate that is. As we click over and no, it looks like it might actually be indeed legit, as the Junction City has only played Topeka Seaman on the year, and again, is getting set to host Tonganoxie tomorrow night. Unfortunately, we won't be able to bring that game to you, but we will be back here on Saturday night for our next Tonganoxie Sports Live broadcast. Again, we were supposed to play Spring Hill on Friday night, and Spring Hill had a couple of players exposed to COVID and sat through quarantine, and they will kind of left the Chieftains looking for a game. We were able to track down an opponent, Southern Boone County High School, coming all the way over from Ashland, Missouri. It's about a half hour south of Columbia, Missouri, for those of you familiar with geography, and we'll be set for a 7 p.m. or 2 p.m. kickoff on Saturday. Dylan Funk and myself will bring that game to you live here from Beatty Field. And we will take one last quick halftime break before kick off the second half. You're watching Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
Wizard of Paws, located in charming downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming with an attention to detail. At Wizard of Paws, your pet becomes family and will be in a clean, stress-free, relaxing environment. With appointments throughout the day, Wizard of Paws gives your pet a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or bring your pet in for a free estimate at 612 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawsgrooming.com.
So, what is love?
Love is being independent.
Love is dancing.
At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
We're back underway here in Tonganoxie for the second half of tonight's match. Apologies, they got started just a little bit quicker than we were expecting. Thought we had time to get in that last commercial. Topeka had the kickoff, but has not been able to collect anything from that. It's like McWilliams, neither team's made a switch in the goalkeeper position at the half, as McWilliams and Carr both step back between the pipes. Throw in there, and Chieftains will have a free kick opportunity.
Super aggressive to the ball, Chieftains. Don't start your run too soon. Good cross.
Sontag tees it up, sends the effort just a little bit too much on that one. Sends the ball harmlessly out to the right of the goal. Jimmy Larkin able to get the first touch on that ball, but not collect the second. Chieftains able to dispossess in midfield. Ball sent forward. Carr able to collect it. Larkin tries to nod the ball back in to keep possession for the Chieftains, but Huckins comes away with it. Afton Boone able to clear the ball out for the Chieftains as ping-pongs around midfield. New team able to come with it. Finally, Topeka briefly establishes possession, but the long ball forward sent to the Chieftains. Afton Boone's attempt goes in. Larkin spins, turns, and fires it right at Cullen Carr. Chieftains again confident on the attack. Knuckling effort there, parried out by Carr. Give the Chieftains a corner kick. In-swing effort, headed up and headed out a second time. This time, Sontag's header just goes over the end line. Larkin collects the through ball. Hands it off Sontag, and Sontag gets tripped up by Salas. Sontag with a couple of options here. Sends ball on the ground. Kind of pings around in the box, but not able to. Chieftains able to collect the ball at midfield. Boone's pass to the corner is deflected and eventually goes out for a Topeka High throw-in. Champney set to key it in. Afton Boone heads the ball out for a Topeka throw-in. Clearance attempt there by Boone, only as far as the 30-yard line. But the Chieftains dispossess Topeka on the attack. Decided giving chase. A little miscommunication, but Boone able to partially recover for the Chieftains. Gunsenbury checks the ball back to Boone. Boone sends forward. Crossing the center, headed out by Topeka. Excellent work there by Dakota Coates to stand up Ramirez. And Boone cuts out the pass. Sends it forward to Zazadi. Zazadi's crossing the center, collected by Sontag. Sontag still with the ball, looking for a little bit of help. Cuts back. Plays ball back to Kuzmich. Ball back out to Kuzmich, crossed into the center. Afton Boone coming forward to pressure the Topeka Trojans. They're trying to clear the ball out of danger. Only manager to clear it out as far as their 30. Topeka again whistled for a foul there as the referee right on top of things. Bringing into the physical play there. Long effort goes just wide by Tonganoxie. Awkward clearance attempt there by Topeka, but able to be salvaged momentarily. Abel Mendoza goes to ground. Good hard shoulder charge there from Huckins. Finding that line between good solid play and then he crosses that line just a couple of seconds later, trying to win the ball back. Referee stops the clock. Goes over to have a conversation with the Topeka coaching staff. Conversation over, and we're going to get back underway. Long ball sent in, but cleared out by the Trojans. Orozco sends the ball forward to Salas, but Salas is dispossessed. Long ball sent forward, headed out of play. Kuzmich checks and throws the ball back. Ball curls through the attacking third, unable to find a Chieftain. Clam heads the ball forward, and it's cleared out by a Trojan defender for a Tonganoxie throw-in. Roscoe able to win the ball. And McWilliams going to win the foot race there to shepherd that ball out of play almost. And McWilliams very fortunate there as the ball did not quite get out of play like he was expecting, and he found himself in no man's land, but the Trojans not able to convert. It's one the freshman netminder will definitely have nightmares about. So the referee seems to have missed one there, but the Chieftains defense able to hold strong there. And Chieftains on the breakaway here. Whew. Larkin comes running on, able to collect the square pass from Sontag, but unfortunately gets under the ball a little bit much and sends the ball through the football uprights. Chieftains almost dispossessed the Trojans there, but number 2 able to clear it off of Keaton Clam and out for a throw. Ball falls to Orozco's feet. Orozco with cuts back, looked for his man, get briefly dispossessed, but the Trojans have it again. Ball sent through in the corner to Kelm Lear. And Chieftains able to snuff that threat, sends the ball long. Errant pass briefly turned over, but the Chieftains able to recover. Kuzmich plays the ball forward, but here are the calls from the crowd for a handball, but as the ball played the attacker, the Topeka player's hand, there's no offense there. Ball's out of play for a throw-in. Turn there in midfield. Big square ball played back forward by the Chieftains. Skelly sends ball out to Afton Boone. Tonganoxie whistled for the foul there as Keatsman and Lear get tangled up. And now Topeka is whistled for a foul on the searching ball as referee was not a fan of the contact made. Skelly sends ball correction ball sent long to Skelly. Chieftains trying to dispossess Renteria, but a little bit too much involvement of the hands. Whistled for a foul. Nick Williams able to come out and collect the searching through ball. Swings it out to his right. Sontag knocked over there as he collects the ball for the Chieftains. Sontag sends it into Kuzmich. Kuzmich's cross. Drifts tantalizingly across the 6-yard box, but eventually bundled out by the Chieftains for a goal kick. Smart play there by Sontag, trying to catch the Topeka defense napping as he played the quick through ball to Kuzmich down the line. And Cross just a little bit too tall for the Chieftains. Ball played back to Coates. Coates sends it to Zazati, but a little bit too far in front of the junior. Huckins checks back into the game and immediately collects the ball in midfield. Chieftains dispossess Topeka, though. Throwing deep in their attacking third. Huckins again plays it out for another Chieftain throw. Not out. And Orozco not able to get a foot on it, and Boone relays it back to his goalkeeper. McWilliams with the long clearance. Finally brought down by the Chieftains, Jimmy Larkin, but he's dispossessed. Great pursuit there from Larkin as he chases down Ramirez. And I think we potentially might have our first booking of the match here. Yes, we indeed. The first booking of the match goes to Alexis Salas as he drags down Good. AD Cody Witz stepping by to ask how we're doing here in the live stream, and long searching ball collected easily by McWilliams. Sorry, get a little bit distracted trying to figure out what happened on the field because as you saw, Topeka had the free kick, but Salas was whistled for a yellow card. Quick restart by the Trojans. Roscoe plays central to Huckins. Sontag and Zazati both providing high pressure for the Chieftains and pays dividends as the ball is turned over briefly in midfield. Cheeky little move there by Sontag, playing the ball off of the man in front of him and immediately trying to dribble forward. Alert play there from the junior, trying to catch Topeka off balance, but unfortunately kind of lost control of his dribble as he was coming in and wound up getting whistled for a foul. And Afton Boone's going to go in the book for the Chieftains as he bundles over his attacker, the Topeka attacker from behind. The two were jostling for the ball, so a fairly physical match has gone without cards for the better part of it until just now when solace for Topeka and Boone for the Chieftains. Ball headed up. Falls dangerously to Topeka. Excellent work there by McWilliams there as he parries the first shot down and is able to collapse on the rebound. McWilliams doing a great job to keep the clean sheet there for Tonganoxie. This quick kick awkwardly headed out by Logan Cox. There sends the ball wide. Chieftains able to force a turnover and look to counter quick. Long through ball finds red jersey. Nice little cut back there and was dispossessed by Topeka. Only as far out as the 30. Zadi holding up the ball there and a little bit of the size mismatch, unfortunately, not working in the favor of Zazadi there as he was knocked to the ground, but as the larger player in that collision, didn't get the benefit of the doubt from the referee. And so cut back, played up the line, and cross comes middle for Tonganoxie. Huckins able to briefly collect it. Champney able to clear the ball out of danger for Topeka. Kind of an awkward clearance attempt for Tonganoxie. Gives Topeka an opportunity here. Abel Mendoza able to clear the ball out of immediate danger. And the searching ball from Topeka only able to be headed weakly into the hands of McWilliams. Larkin wins the battle there at midfield. Forces Topeka to head the ball out for a throw-in. Kuzmich plays the ball back and a bit of a shanked clearance attempt from Mendoza. Braden Humphrey sends a long cross, but it's cut out by the Chieftain defense. Zadi's ball forward for Larkin. Briefly cleared out by the Chieftains, but Huckins able to recollect it and Then his pass is picked off by Zazadi, but the Chieftains aren't able to hang on to it. Champney sends the ball forward. Searching ball from Zaka Blocker. Goes out for a throw-in. Topeka takes the ball down to the corner flag, and players get tangled up, fall, no foul whistled. And now we are going to have a foul whistled against Tonganoxie. And quick kick sails harmlessly over the head of Alexis Salas. Topeka looking for the quick kick there, trying to catch Tonganoxie unawares, but the effort on the kick was lacking as it sailed well over the head of any attacker in the 18. We have a brief stoppage as there's a Topeka player down on the far sideline. Trojans' Jose Arellano was defending the throw in here. Kuzmich set to trigger the ball in play for Tonganoxie. Ball turned forward up the line, and Ramirez past the Champney. Champney returns the favor. Christian Huckins. Ball in central to Huckins. Turns and shoots and pings it off the football upright and out for a goal kick for the Chieftains. Again, kind of an odd situation here as the football uprights and the soccer goal share the same plane. So yeah, even though the ball pinged off of the upright and went out of play, it was out of play for a throw-in, but it was immediately considered a goal kick. Clearance collected and settled by the Chieftains. Clam able to dispossess the Trojans in the midfield, but can't quite hold possession. And he's going to get whistled for the foul there. Correction, Jimmy Larkin doing the dispossessing and the fouling, unfortunately, there. Champney chips a short free kick ahead. But Topeka not able to hang on to it. Afton Boone sends a searching ball up the left line. Rolls out for a throw-in. Easy call for the official there as Shoop comes flying in and makes contact. Shoop a little bit too aggressive. Champney sends a long ball in. Ball's briefly cleared out by the Chieftains. And Arellano gets a little bit too handsy there and is whistled for the foul. Deep clearance nodded forward by the Chieftains, but immediately falls back to the Trojans. Chieftains again able to Shoop giving chase to Casey Champney and whistle for the foul as the two players got tangled up Topeka looks to counter there. Pass to Ariano. Sends central to Huckins. Touches it back up the line, but dispossessed. Salas dribbling out of his backfield. Sparking the counter. Jimmy Larkin steps in, intercepts the pass there. Plays back and ball sent forward for the Chieftains. Huckins collects for Topeka. Sends pass forward. Ramirez's entry pass cut out by the Chieftains for a throw-in. We're under 7 minutes here left in the match. Chieftains trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Best way to hold on to a lead is to build on it, and Chieftains looking to do that right now as they send a long searching pass. Larkin not able to chase it down. Cleared out. Canterbury with the strong pressure in the midfield. Ball falls to Zazadi. His turning effort at the pass cut out by the defense. Zazadi back, recovering, pressuring the Trojans midfield. Another stellar sliding save there by McWilliams as he reads the long pass. Able to come out and pick the ball off the foot of Orozco. Goes wide. Ball sent wide to Ariano. Check back in the center. And now back to Ariano. He's double teamed by the Chieftains. And Kuzmic able to dispossess Ariano. Play the ball back to McWilliams. Sends the ball long for just a clear space. But the Chieftains able to collect it in midfield as Larkin dribbling forward sends the ball through. Trying to find Shoot, but unable to. Larkin continued to press and came a little bit too hot on that. It was whistle for the foul. Quick counter attempt cut out by the Chieftains, but Topeka regains. Huckins cuts it back, looking for a man in the corner. After Boone steps up and clears that out for a throw-in. Ball to feet of Huckins. Huckins takes a couple dribbles and plays the ball straight ahead for Orozco. Ball's cleared out by Novotny. Have a brief stoppage. Long throw in, handled easily by McWilliams. Williams sprints out to the top of his box and then calmly recollects and sends the booming punt to midfield. Headed up, brought down by Larkin. Hopeful through pass sent by the Chieftains, but Larkin not able to chase it down. In the 77th minute of this non-conference match. Roscoe turns and has an effort, but sends the ball well over. Jackson McWilliams giving chase for that ball. Trying to milk time off the clock. Referee wisely either waving to stop the clock. Roscoe able to take the ball for the Trojans after ping-pongs back and forth in the midfield, but Chieftains able to dispossess briefly. Ball comes back center to Roscoe. And we have another stoppage as there's a Tonganoxie player shaken up on that. Dakota Coates was down on the field briefly after that, after a little collision there. And some cries from the crowd about it being a head injury. Not sure we were able to see that from our vantage point up here. Regardless, referee is going to drop the ball for Tonganoxie. Noah Skelly checking back into the game for the Chieftains. Ball sent deep for a Topeka throw in. The Chieftains doing the sportsmanlike thing there as Tonganoxie, the Topeka was in the attacking third. And stoppage was blown. McWilliams again up to the challenge there as he comfortably collects that shot. '79th minute here in Tonganoxie. Champney trying to spark a counterattack, only manages to clear the ball out of play. Keaton Clam giving pressure, and ball's collected by Skelly. Roscoe plays central to Ramirez. Topeka with one last opportunity here, see if they can equalize and send the match to overtime. And with that weak little header to Ariano, McWilliams is wisely going to take as much time as he can to collect the ball in his hands and start the 6-second count, and clears the ball out to midfield. Ball's headed forward. Last gasp effort for Topeka, but that shot is going to be no good as McWilliams goes the distance, picks up a shutout for the Chieftains. Grayson Sontag's 4th minute goal stands up for your Chieftains. Tonight's final score, Tonganoxie Chieftains 1, Topeka Trojans 0. We'll be back with a brief SNS Auto Body postgame show right after this.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at S&SAutoandBody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at White Birch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free.
And welcome back to Tonganoxie, Kansas, Beatty Field. Tonganoxie moves to... Oh, my goodness. Where are my records? Yeah, I cannot read my records. My apologies, folks. Tonganoxie moves to 7-2 on the season as they collect the fourth-minute goal from Sontag and makes it stand up with some solid saves by McWilliams. Again, tonight's player of the game. Even though my heart tells me as a goalkeeper to give it to the goalkeeper, I'm going to have to go with Sontag on this one. You know, again, the goal that Sontag scored, his sixth of the season, was just absolutely amazing. Finding the near post from a yard off the end line near the edge of the 18-yard box. Again, that's just a special talent for a striker to be able to find that goal. Not taking anything away from McWilliams. He had several good stops and a couple of outstanding heads-up plays at the end of the first half, but Chieftains able to hold on for the 1-0 win over the Trojans. Topeka falls to 5-4 on the season. Tonganoxie is back in action again tomorrow night, heading to Junction City for a 6:15 p.m. kickoff. Again, we'll see these guys again back in Frontier League action on Friday night as they travel down to Ottawa. And the next Monday they are at Mar Hill Academy over in Leavenworth, Kansas. Again, tonight it's been my pleasure to bring this to you. Again, gorgeous night for soccer, and happy to bring the Tonganoxie Sports Live experience to all of you folks who are unable to join us here in person. Big thanks to all of our sponsors: Kansas Insurance, White Birch Properties Realty Executives, Tonganoxie Recreation Commission, First State Bank, Wizard of Paws, the Community National Bank, Physical Therapy Solutions, S&S Body Shop, Midwest Chiropractic Center, and Brothers Supermarket. On behalf of all of our great sponsors, it's John Rochkolb saying good night from Beatty Field. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here on Saturday.
You've been watching Tonganoxie High School Athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by Brothers Market, Community National Bank, Midwest Chiropractic Center, S&S Auto Body, The White Birch Agency Realty Executives, Physical Therapy Solutions, First State Bank and Trust, the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission, and Wizard of Paws. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.